turning a pain into purpose, one helmet at a time. Our next guest has found a creative way to help heal trauma for IDF soldiers as well as citizens, after enduring all the horrors of the ongoing war. Joining us now in studio is Sigal Ajej, who has come up with such a innovative, creative way to try to bring light on something that is not necessarily so welcome normally when we're seeing these helmets being worn by soldiers. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So I guess start how this whole thing started. We know that we're here, October 7th happens, everybody's rushing to find a way to help. Food, clothes, supplies. I mean, this was kind of the first, the wave of doing things. So this didn't start right away with helmets. Explain kind of what happened vis-a-vis, your volunteering and how it changed you.
Well, I made Aliyah October 7th of 2020. And October 6th, 2023, I was pretty certain that this wasn't working out and that we were going to return to New York, California. I just wasn't sure where. And October 7th, 23 came, and we made a 3-year anniversary kiddush in our local synagogue. And I had a little bit of an idea of what was going on, but we were going there to celebrate, and I was speaking. And I was pretty set that I wasn't going to stay. And then October 7th, and we found out what was happening. And it was almost, I don't really know how this all happened, but it was a divine calling, I'd say. And I started to report on Facebook, on social media, Facebook and Instagram, about how the environment was changing in Netanya and the shift in the overall morale. And I really, till this day, don't know how I got the first call for 50 pairs of boots. But within 20 minutes, I was able to fundraise for these boots and deliver it to a base in Shoam. And that's a whole nother story where they offloaded 90 and again was able to cover the cost. And so fast forward, I'm with an Amuta, a nonprofit that is tax deductible in both the US and Israel. And I'm fundraising for gear and equipment. And this started as just a creative way to fundraise.
So, with that said, clearly it's grown and it's become, quite robust. Everybody, wanting to have their spin interpretation. So where are you getting the helmets from? And explain some of the artists and how I imagine they found you, a lot of them as well.
So, basically, the units either have the old helmets in a storage facility on base, and I had seen that another organization did something like this to fundraise. And I said, well, with my connections now, a year in, I could probably pull off something similar. So either units will turn in their helmets with the incentive that I'm replacing helmet for helmet. And now I have lone soldiers, individual soldiers that will say, my helmet doesn't fit. It's broken. It's going to take too long for me to get a replacement. I'm holding it together by string. And I'm like, well, bring it over. Let's take a look. And I'll replace it immediately. Those old helmets are going to be given to artists. And it was really just a mission to fundraise. And I had the first 27 helmets. I put them on an online auction. We sold 20 and raised $10,000.
Wow.
And that went right back into buying equipment. And then I felt really guilty because in each helmet on the underside is a story. And then the process that the artists are going through have been so therapeutic and manifesting itself in healing that I have artists that have done 3-4 helmets and can't stop. And the stories behind the helmets are, there's no value on them now.
Right. I mean, and it's beautiful when you give somebody a blank not canvas in this case, but a helmet will have different creative ways. We have some that you've brought here. This one with the rose is quite beautiful. Lemons, all of this. So, explain once everybody works on it, what do you do with them?
So the first round was sold in an online auction. The second round had a theme, and about 28 of those helmets are going into the Haganah Museum in December around Hanukkah time. And it's very timely. A lot of the helmets in that second round were done in memory of Rose Lubin, who was murdered November of 2023. Each artist had to put something like a rose in her memory. And I mean, it was a real tribute to her, and some of those will be in the museum. And the third round is A New Day Will Rise. And you know, everybody just went along with that. This is from round 2. This is an amazing artist, Sahar Haba, and that's my favorite. I own that one. And he's what I would say more of a graffiti funky artist, but he hands me this helmet with lemons, and he tells me this story about what gave him strength while he was in Gaza were the thoughts and memories of the lemon tree in his mother's yard.
Wow.
And the weekends and Shabbat there and laughter, and that was really his anchor. And this first one over there with the roses, those are all letters from 1960 to 2024 from that family and everybody who was in the military. And this one I just got the other day, and it's talking about, you know, stop your crying, stop the tears. Behind the tears, there is hope, and our sons will return to the border. And
it's really so, you know, it's so touching and such a, you know, a special outlet and something that you're really able to use your hands. It's a unique
incredible
way of expressing oneself.
And it's a reflection of our people. You know, not everybody is a famous artist. These are mothers of soldiers. These are siblings of soldiers. These are children living in the OTEF, in the Gaza envelope. And they're just regular people that have had strong feelings. And the intention is to give hope to our people, just to show that there is a little bit of softness in moving forward and beginning again, like a wedding.
So how can people find these helmets and purchase them, fundraise?
Okay, so the auction I'm not so sure about right now, but we'll see what direction we go in. For now, they will be in the Haganah Museum in December. Hopefully, other museums will pick up on it, and it'll, God willing, travel with the Ministry of Defense. And I have probably another 48 helmets coming down the pipeline.
Wow.
And I can't wait to share it with the world. And
beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, it's so amazing what you're doing and all the hard work. I know you're driving yourself. You're delivering everything yourself. You are a one-woman superstar.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.